Hi guys, got another tutorial here for you guys. This one is the tips on how to improve your DJing. Alright, well basically there's no specific way to tell somebody how to DJ. You have to do it on your own. It's your show. It's whatever you want to do, alright? Just remember that. Whatever you want to say, whatever you're thinking, whatever you want to do, it is your show. But these are some tips that might help you along the way. Now most of you guys should be using SAM Broadcaster, whether it's SAM 2, SAM 3, SAM 4, hopefully not SAM Party, because it's not really for internet DJing, it's mostly for clubs and stuff. But the program I'm using is SAM 2 Broadcaster. Alright, well, first off, you want to make sure your microphone settings are correct. I set my mic all the way up so people can hear me better. I put my music down a little bit. This affects it in ways such as this. You press lock talk. It goes down. You unlock it. Goes back up. Now take note of the fade time. Fading out is when the volume, how slow it drops. If you want it to drop slower, you would pull this up. For example, but if you want it to drop faster, you would put it down. Now, at the fade in time, of course, it's similar to the fade out, except it's how fast or slow that the volume goes back up. So let me show you here. If you want to fade back in slower, you would do that. But of course, if you wanted to fade in real quick, alright, one way that helps me out is I want it to be quite even. I want it to, fade out nicely. So I usually set this at about 1 second, maybe 0.9. I set this a little bit slower, just because when you fade out, you want it to have that effect of where, you're talking within the music, but you don't want it to go down real fast, and with fade in, when you get done, it slowly puts the music back in. It's just a nice little effect. Goes down, goes back up. But you can change that however you want. Alright, that's the microphone settings. Of course, you can equalize it. I set my microphone up as high as I can so people can hear me. And of course, I'm not going to be a tutorial type thing, because you can look at my other tutorials. But just set the equalizer. I have mine set to live just to have that different effect. Same with sound effects, which is your effects and stuff. It's just another thing. You should pick some of these up. They're just really fancy. Alright, one specific thing, and the main reason why I'm making this little tutorial thing on tips on how to DJ is one perfect example. Alright, one example I'm going to be using, which I've already made, is a song, Green Day, Know Your Enemy. Alright, say for example, I want to play this, but I want to know when the lyrics start, when they start singing, so I know when to cut my microphone off to continue with the music instead of talking over the lyrics. How you do this would you would right click on the song, go to song info, and click over to settings, and right here, alright, mine's already set down. You see the intro and remaining. Well, no, the intro and the current. You can see that. Alright, you would want to, take note of when the lyrics is. And when the lyrics start, you would hit intro. And of course, there's an end effect, but that's kind of pointless. So, now whenever you play it, you can see right here, intro, it has until remaining. So you'd be talking, yeah, and then you cut it right now, and the lyrics would start. it's really important, that you try and be as professional as you can, but at the same time having fun with it. And if you make some silly mistakes, don't worry about it. Everyone makes mistakes. Anyways, a few more I could show you. Of course, you guys know statistics, which is kind of pointless in my opinion, because most radio sites show you how many listens you have right there on the panel, so it's like whatever. And another thing with encoders is the quality. You want to set the high quality, so you get the best sound quality out of it with the bit rate you have set up, which sometimes the bit rate sucks. But I mean, you guys should know all of that. I shouldn't have to explain to you guys, because if you're curious about anything, how to DJ, just check out my tutorials. This is tips on how to improve your DJing, which I'm going to get into another thing right now. Another thing right now you guys might want to check out. So if you go into configuration and you go to audio mixer pipeline, you want to make sure that the output on both deck A and deck B is correct, because a lot of people have problems where it's silent and you can't hear music. Same with the sound FX. That wants to be direct. Voice FX has to be silent, because if you set it to direct, check it out. Hey, you're gonna hear an echo. So you don't want that to happen. So you want to set that to silent. Now the DSP, I wouldn't worry about that unless you want to get on to fancy stuff. Another good way to improve your DJing is if you have SAM4, which I had it, but I got rid of it, is you can get different effects that are normally for Winamp, but you can also install them on SAM2 that could, improve your sound quality. There's also an add-on for SAM where you can actually connect to an encoder without being connected to SAM2 broadcaster itself. It's like this window right here, all fancied up, and a program itself. Kind of pointless, but if you want to connect to using that way, then that works too. Well guys, I'll have up more tips later on in the week, so stay tuned in. Not really stay tuned in, but keep up to date. YouTube.com/Smoshi. Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Catch y'all later.